boop boop. Let's get a ba 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 ba.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the. What are you about to say?
I got 2 coffees. That's why I'm like cracked out of my mind.
Welcome to the 29th episode of the Drunken Ship Podcast.
Oh god, yeah. I was like, what is this? The 29th. Jesus, we're almost at 30. You believe
I
that?
actually want to. I was trying to make 30 Halloween the day before Halloween, but something happened. I guess my timing was off.
You're gonna make 30 episodes before Halloween?
Yeah. I remember weeks ago, I was like, I guess because we took a day off or something, so it kind of pushed the days back.
We did miss 1 week. Well,
yeah.
There's been 2 times when we've had. I think we missed one. There's been like 1 week where shit went wrong. Or no, twice. Yeah. There's been 2 times where it's went wrong and we didn't capture the audio or something. And then I don't think we ever I don't think we've ever taken a vacation. I think it's just because we've had some stuff. Well, it's mainly been my fault. We just lost my audio.
I think. Did ever Cat had a problem before? I'm not sure.
I think that one time you lost. We caught it like midway through the podcast. It was like we were 15 minutes in.
Like 7 minutes.
And then we just restarted the podcast, and then we were like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
but then it did the exact same to me, and I didn't realize until later.
It did you next week later. Yeah.
Yeah, which is so stupid. Right. We couldn't. I guess like Discord updated or not Discord, but Streamlabs updated or whatever.
Yeah. But what's up, guys? This is the 29th episode of the Drunken Ship Podcast. It's just us 2 here today, me and Jordan. We have no idea what the others are.
The dynamic duo back in the seat.
Traditional again, Mario and Luigi back at it again.
But don't worry, guys, they'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Me and Tay gonna be riding it out. We're gonna mainly probably just be talking about Tay, the lucky son of a bitch. He did it. The mad lad did it. He got the PS5. Tay, show the controller.
Wait, before we get to that, we are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can look us up on type in Drunken Ship Podcast. We should be the first thing to pop up, and should check us out. Follow us there. Give us rate our reviews. Not reviews, but rate our
show. Give us 5 stars, like it's old school YouTube. Dude. Actually, if you guys haven't, definitely watch the podcast to see our beautiful faces. But if you're listening from Apple Podcast, damn, dude, it sounds so crispy and clean. It really does. It sounds so professional on just our audio alone. Tay does such a good job with editing the audio.
It's funny because I'm down with you now when it comes to listening to Joe Rogan. I'm listening to him on Apple Podcasts now.
Oh, yeah, you are?
Because the audio just hits different. I don't know what it is.
Do you know how many podcasts I listen to?
Who? How many?
You know how many I listen to? I listen to like 10 a week. I have like 15 podcasts, and I listen to at least, I don't know, 30, 40 hours worth of podcasts every single week. Every week. Yeah. Every fucking week. That's because I don't have a car radio, so I just listen to podcasts on my headphones driving to work, from work, and when I'm at work.
Oh, okay. Well,
dude, that's all I get. That's like, and I'm surprised. Why am I still shitty at podcasting? How do I listen to all these podcasts and still be bad at it?
Well, podcast
makes no sense.
Most important part of a podcast is audio. If it's good, I think people listen. Unless you're interesting too.
Well, it's also, content wise, you kind of have to know how to we have no topics.
Yeah, we don't
you actually have a good topic. You had a good topic on Twitter, and I don't know why you didn't say you didn't have any topics this week. Because you brought up a really good point. Now,
what are you talking about?
I need to go hang on. Let me go through your Twitter.
Jordan, bring that up.
Go ahead. Pull it up.
I gotta tweet myself for not tweet myself.
What was it? Damn, dude, you tweet like a monster, dude, like a machine gun. It's like you'll go blank out for a days, and then you go.
Oh, I stop for 1 day and then come back.
You know what you need to stop fucking doing?
What?
Stop responding to people's questions. Like if one dude does one long thread, you'll answer every question and quote tweet it. I'm like, stop.
Oh yeah, my bad. I figured people get mad at me.
One day, I was scrolling. I was scrolling, and I'm like, did I click on Tay's profile? Why am I? And then I got to something else, and I'm like, no, this is just my feed. Why? Why is it all
question
you?
Threads? Yeah. What are you looking
almost
for,
had to block you out of just spite. I was like,
you
gotta go. You know how to? I think I have Kojima still muted.
What, you muted Kojima?
Yeah, he kept reposting Death Stranding stuff, like crazy.
He's marketing his product. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it was like nonstop for a week, and I'm like, all right, you gotta go.
His anniversary was like a few days ago, wasn't it?
Was it?
I remember him tweeting him out. He was like this or something. What you looking for? What was it? What did I say?
You said, fuck, I'm trying to see what you said.
Was it today?
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
What it deals with?
You had a good. You're questioning something about the coronavirus, like what's stopping.
Oh, you talking about
them from shipping it out?
Oh yeah,
something was suspicious. I remember reading, and I was like, oh, that would be that's a good topic.
Talking about Xbox and PS5.
Oh, here it is. I found it. There's something awfully strange about the demand of PS5 and Xbox SX, and how it's been handled these few months. You'll think Sony and Microsoft would somewhat predict that, but it hasn't. They haven't. Is it because of COVID or what?
Yeah.
So you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So we can go back about 4 months. So if you got a coma and you just woke up, the Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5 got released.
Shit, PS5's up on Amazon. Let me go grab it real quick.
Remember you got to laugh one time and I didn't capture it. Something happened.
Man,
your audio was gone.
Yeah, I'm so fucking bummed. That's still really probably
good.
Like we blew it. No, I shouldn't say we. I fucking blew it so bad. That would we did a whole podcast in between the podcast. I got my PS5 ordered
live
while we're doing the podcast, and it was not recording my audio. Do you still have that footage?
No, I deleted
it. You know what? We could have just posted my fucking reaction
as a GIF.
Yeah, as a GIF. Oh shit, we could have did that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Back to the point.
Buying option.
So Xbox Series X and S and PS5 released this year, and COVID is a thing. If you didn't know that, it's a pandemic going on.
What is COVID? What is that?
It's a terrible disease.
I just woke up from a coma. What's going on?
There was a guy that woke up from. I'm just getting off topic, but
there is no topics. Don't worry.
Microsoft and Sony, and I guess I blame. What do you call them, distributors? Like Walmart? What do you call those distributors? I guess Walmart, Amazon, and Target.
Yeah, retailers.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So everyone currently is making a mess when it comes to the consoles. Sony clearly saw a demand. I don't know about Xbox, but from Sony's perspective, there was a demand for PS5. But then earlier this year, they realized, oh my god, it went up 50% of demand. Like it just went high all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I guess that's from the memes or something. I don't know.
Well, I thought it was literally. I thought so with COVID and everyone being almost like in poverty. I thought it was gonna see a huge decline.
Looking at the delay to next.
So it was like one of two things could have happened. Either it was gonna go way up or it was gonna go way down. Yeah. And it looks like it's went way up since everyone's at home and shit.
And well, that's the thing. Remember, Bryan made a point last week on last week's podcast, which y'all should check out. Bryan said, which I understand what he's saying. People are home now, and what else they gonna do? This is the newest thing.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
so people are buying stuff.
That's like the other side of the one coin. Yeah. It's like either everyone's stuck at home and they want a console. Because I mean, we saw what was like the Switch and Animal Crossing. It went like crazy.
Spiked up.
It went stupid. Yeah. It was like their best-selling game because everyone was home. Like you couldn't even. I mean, I don't even know if you can still find a Switch now. Because
I think Switch is the top-selling console this year, if I'm not mistaken.
You think that's like the best console for like entry-level people that's never bought a console in their life?
One. Audrey has one now. She has a Switch Lite, the yellow one.
Yeah. Because like I remember one time, me and this guy I worked with, we were just sitting there, and he had his Switch out, and he were like, actually, I think we were playing Mario Kart or something, and we had it like propped out, and we were like both playing with the Joy-Cons, and this random stranger walks up to us, and he was just some business guy, and he was like, "Hey, is that the Nintendo Switch?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh man, I've been thinking about buying one of those," and I just had a thought. I'm like, is this like the most it's got to be the most entry level.
That's how audio was.
Like console, yeah.
Yes, it's like
because it's
Nintendo, and plus this is a casual thing people can get into. It's casual friend. It's game. Was it casual friendly? Is that how you would say?
Yeah.
Consumer friendly, I guess. I don't know.
Super novice. Like it's not. There's nothing hardcore about it. It's very
soft,
not the entry level. But you know what the best marketing is though? I think for that console, and it just now dawned on me. It's the handheld version. You're always out, so you're seeing someone game on it constantly.
Yeah, that's
like the best marketing.
Yeah, that's the marketing for it. But back to Sony and Microsoft, it's like I don't really know Microsoft sides really. It just seems to be similar to Sony's, but I don't think it's worse than Sony's. Well,
are you talking about like distributing wise?
Because I mean, I know they clearly had the demand is.
Which I mean, both of them had bad crashes, but it.
Yeah, but from what I am seeing, this could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the demand for PS5 seems higher, but it's still having issues. But what's weird is Microsoft is having some pre-orders pushed back to December 31st.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, "What is going on?"
Imagine that, dude. That sucks.
December. Sucks. Why is that? Like they just and they. Like really what should happen is like Sony should be the one that having like delays way back because it's foreign. Unless they have a manufacturer here in the US, which I don't think they do. I think it's all coming from
China somewhere.
Big Japan.
Yeah, somewhere. It's just overall like I'm saying people are like I know I'm happy I have mine, but it sucks some people woke up early in the morning just to get on the website and it crashed or bots took it or
yeah, that scalpers.
It's
that's like the worst.
Mess. Yeah, like people are getting annoyed, rightfully so, to be annoyed because, like, come on, man, why are we still having traffic issues with technology? That's so weird. We still having traffic issues with technology, like things go crashing.
I don't think. Well, I mean, Walmart and like Target and all these like their sites aren't. They never have this volume of people on their site at once, so they're never optimized to have that. And so I mean, like when people are all trying to go to Target or Walmart or Best Buy, like that's why their servers kept crashing because they've never had that type of volume before. Less probably maybe Black Friday or something.
I don't think Black Friday even have crashes. How does iPhones? How do people buy iPhones? I don't know. You go for the phone store or online or something. How does that work?
You can buy it directly from Apple, or I guess like I don't know really. You have to set up a plan. Like you have to have like your wire or Verizon account or something, or your AT&T account or whatever, what have you, when you go to buy it. So you're buying the phone and then you have to set up your. But I think it charges to your account. It doesn't charge it. I don't think you pay directly or something.
But do they have like, Apple shortages and stuff? They don't, because I think everything. The problem is COVID is the main issue. That's what we're dealing with. Because Sony, they even stated this either late last year, around this time last year, or early this year. They already stated it was gonna be they're gonna be limited consoles.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that was pre-COVID.
Which I think
I can't remember.
They say they. No, it was post-COVID.
Post-COVID.
They said they were gonna have a limited issue. We didn't even know what the fucking thing was gonna be. I don't think they even announced it prior to COVID.
We don't know what it looked like before COVID either. Even the controller, I believe.
And we had no idea. Because I remember at the Game Awards last year, they showed the Series X. They showed what it was gonna look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it dropped it. It was crazy.
I actually rewatched that the day before it came out PS5. It's funny you mention that. It's like how that came out. Yeah, it just, the moral story is people are having issues with getting these freaking consoles. Some are worse than others. And like Amazon, to be honest with you, the tracking on these websites are not accurate at all. Mine's supposed to come around like 9 o'clock p.m. around that time. It came 12 p.m. And look at my games, and my game's supposed to come.
Is your so okay? Yeah, so so the day of this recording is the 12th, which is the day of the launch of the PS5.
Yeah.
You already have your console. because you ordered it from Amazon.
Yeah.
My console isn't getting here until Saturday, the 14th, and I ordered from Target, which it was originally saying I was going to get until Wednesday, but now it got moved up. But who delivered yours? What was it Amazon itself?
No, Ups.
Or UPS?
Yeah, UPS.
Ups?
Is UPS whatever?
Seen Ups.
Is it called Ups?
You really calling it Ups? No, it's UPS.
No, there's different. There's USPS and UPS. UPS in the mountains. Those are Amazon box.
What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because your thing is in the... You got it from Target, right?
Yeah.
How did it come from the store to you or the warehouse?
Yeah, well, mine is shipping from Minnesota.
Mine was in Concord the entire time.
Where?
Mine was in Concord the entire time.
Concord?
Yeah.
Oh, so that makes sense on why it came so quickly.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yours was already in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mine, I feel like mine should have got to Charlotte by today.
Yeah, it should be here by today. May get it tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking, but I keep checking the app. I'll check it again right now. I've checked it 6 times today.
I wouldn't guarantee on it though, because it's so messy. That's the problem.
Well, it's probably more than likely not going to show up until actually Saturday. Mine's coming from FedEx, and I don't think FedEx is that good, but...
I used to work there. You see how they treat their products. Not to scare you.
Let's pray. Let's all pray that my shit does not get smashed up before it gets here.
No,
Also, let's talk about, like... What the hell is going on? Why is Target not sending it in like a brown box? Why is it coming in the original box?
Mine's in the brown box.
Yeah, but yours is not coming from Target. Mine is.
At first, I think people originally is going to be sent in the packaging box like the white box or the black box with a sticker on it. Glad they didn't do that. Because, some people want to keep
I think
the box.
that's what I think Target is doing.
No, they
updated
I don't
know.
They updated.
They updated it. Well, like on mine, if I check my app right now, it's saying that you cannot hide what this product is. It's coming in its original box, and I'm like, what? I can understand why people are freaking out, but someone talked to, was it Wario64 or somebody talked to customer service, and they said that no, it's coming in a brown box, which is obviously
everyone's got anxiety or something right now. Like it's a mess. Everyone don't know. Every information keeps changing, and so
because people keep saying they're gonna steal each other's PS5s. That's how scarce it is.
Yeah. And like earlier this week, I kept doubting myself because they took forever to ship it, and everyone said they only usually charge you when it ships. But I can't guarantee that. And everyone keeps saying like I constantly scroll on the random Twitter feed and see what people are saying. Like when you search it up, and some people have different answers. Like my pre-order came, my pre-order didn't. They changed mine didn't change. Like so, I was hoping mine came, and it charged me the day before. No, it charged me yesterday morning. No, actually, yesterday afternoon, a day before. That's what happened to Xbox One users, Xbox Series X users. Like they charge you the day before, which is so stupid. Like,
yeah, mine got charged like
the same day, right?
Or something. No. I got charged like a week ago. And then it shipped. Like it shipped like two days ago, or I don't know if it shipped, but it started going. So I guess it shipped.
Yeah.
But
so I think I have a feeling.
Still across the country.
As I'm recording, I think I'm going to get my games tomorrow. I have a feeling I am. I didn't check the mailbox. I checked the mailbox twice today. I'm check again after we finish recording. But I think I might get my games tomorrow afternoon or the morning or something.
It's coming straight to your door, right?
Yeah. They usually knock or put it right to the corner of my door.
I still don't know. Man, I can't believe you just got a disc and decided to just do it.
Because you know why? Storage. That's why.
But it's all in the cloud, baby. You just delete it and then reinstall it. I mean, same thing was gonna happen with a disc.
That's another problem I have.
Have you transferred your files, by the way?
No, I don't need to really. I'm done with PS5.
You're not gonna do it.
Like,
I want to play. So I'm replaying God of War.
Hang on.
I don't think I'm gonna finish God of War before my PS5 gets here. So I think I'm gonna transfer. Which, by the way, did you ever do the fucking trials in Memphis?
No, I didn't bother doing that. Are you talking about the post game stuff?
Dude,
I forgot.
So I'm doing a New Game Plus, and I finally have like the armor and shit for it. Still fucking hard. I'm on the second to last trial, and God, it's still hard. Those things are
no. I played it just to do the story, experience it. Done. I don't. It's optional.
Well, I mean, that's how I played it first, and then on the second go around, now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take out the Valkyries.
Did you beat? I think you beat things at all. The things are hard.
I tried one, and I was like, "There's no fucking way you could do this on your first go around. You have to come back and like beat it second go."
I discovered one in
which that game is so enjoyable. I don't have a problem going like a New Game Plus on it.
You should play it on PS5. It's 60 frames per second now. Looks gorgeous. Yeah. 4K. I was hoping Spyro would be 60 frames, but it's locked at 30. So apparently games that's not uncapped games can go up to 60 to 120 or whatever. Locked games can't go. That's why people are disappointed with Bloodborne. It's locked at 30. So
that game really looks like it needs to be at 60 frames.
Yeah.
But that game's like how old? It's pretty old, right?
2015.
Yeah. I mean, what is is The Witcher locked at 30? No, because it's a PC game too.
I don't know. No idea. Yeah, no, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. Like Khalifa, shout out to him. He tweeted, like, "Are you still? Like, what you gonna do with your PS4? Like, mine's in the closet right now, but I'm not done buying PS4 games. To me, like, I'm still getting Cyberpunk.
Are you playing? Wait, you playing Cyberpunk on your PS4?
No, PS5 is gonna run better.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
no. My PS4 went in the closet. I said my goodbye yesterday.
Oh, really?
In the closet there, yeah.
You said your goodbye is smack. You just took a baseball bat. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Nah, it's in the closet. I don't know.
Actually, you probably cut it with your sword.
Huh? Nah, I'm gonna get because Cyberpunk's getting a free update, 2 updates. So we're getting one for backward compatibility players, and whenever that next gen update comes around.
So when they were developing Cyberpunk, I swore, I thought they were making it for current gen, but I guess they were making it for next gen.
Yeah,
they knew they were going to delay it that long.
It got delayed to December 10th, which I think we might get a next gen update day one, which I'm hoping. So it's gonna be like better visuals and frame rate and less bugs. I've been saying this for weeks now. I think it's best to buy this on next gen consoles. Of course. Why would you buy it on last gen? Unless it's a last gen game, but I think something's off with the last gen ports, which I don't.
That's what it seems like, which would be weird because this game was supposed to like release like in September.
Yeah. No. April this year, right?
April. March? Yeah, it was supposed to April 16th, I think.
Yeah.
So what? Like, I don't know. Like, that wouldn't make sense because it should. If it was supposed to initially release in April, you would think the version of the games that was supposed to release on that would be for PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah.
But apparently, it runs bad on those gens, and it runs better on next gen, which just makes no sense.
I remember seeing someone on YouTube, like a famous YouTuber, said they heard like back doors, closed doors, like it was terrible when they were playing it, like how it was running. That's why we say that long delay. And yeah.
Well, I guess rightfully so.
The way they handle it, people are getting on Cyberpunk's CD Projekt's Red's case of how they handling this game. And I think it's going to be like another GTA 5 effect where I still think GTA 5 should have been a PS4, Xbox One exclusive. Had no reason to come on 360, PS3. This is going to be the same case.
It's this cross-gen title. Oh, yeah. And this game's probably going to be there for... we already know there's going to be a multiplayer, but we're not going to see the multiplayer until 2021. But probably further than that, probably 2022.
There is. How does it going to work? I had no idea.
I don't know. Spoke over. Well, I guess once we kind of get into the main game, we can kind of see probably how that would be multiplayer. But the multiplayer will be its own separate entity. It's not going to be a part of, I don't think, the main game.
I'm thinking like people on your map or something.
I don't know if it'll be like, it'll probably be like a GTA type deal where it's just like here's Night City, here's all the other players in your city, and then you probably have some kind of game modes for that stuff. But yeah, I think Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the next GTA 5. Like it's probably going to be there until we get to PS6 or Xbox, whatever.
This is probably the last major, I guess, cross-gen game. Like, oh my god, we can't wait game, because these next.
Dude, you know how long I've been actually waiting for Cyberpunk? When did you first hear about Cyberpunk? And when did you start getting hype?
I guess years ago, but I didn't pay attention to it. I want to say 2014. Then I remember you mentioned to me, like, when we first met. Remember you had your big TV when you're playing Ark and stuff. I think you probably mentioned it there. But I actually started falling in love with this game probably like 2 years ago. A year or two ago. Paying attention to it.
This is how long I've been waiting for the game. I knew about this game when it got its first like cinematic trailer
with the knife
back
girl?
in like with the girl with the mantis arms getting shot. Yeah. That's when I first got hyped for it, because I remember sitting in class one day and I was talking to Moses. This is the first time I ever talked to Moses, and if you guys don't know who Moses is, the guy that we went to school with, and I turned to him and I was just like, this is the first interaction I ever had with him. This is 2014. And I remember talking to him. I can remember this conversation like in the back of my mind, because it's so jarring now to like ponder back on it. I said, yeah, I can't wait for it, because I was watching the E3 trailer to The Division. If you remember that trailer, that trailer looks so fucking cool. That was
next gen. Yeah.
Truly, which was probably what this gen will actually look like now. What that game was supposed to look like. But I remember watching it, and I remember like telling him about it. I'm like, yeah, this is Division. It looks so cool. I can't. And I mean, you remember my hype for that game. It's like I always talked about constantly talking about the Division. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I played the fucking beta. I put 30 hours into the beta.
Yeah.
Nonstop. When I got the full game, I didn't even want to play it. I played so much of it already.
Didn't you play the full?
Did it? Huh?
Did information transfer over? Some betas do that.
No, I had to start from day one again. But I didn't really. It didn't bother me too much. It was just kind of like, oh, god damn, I already played this game so much already. But
it was nice not to cut you off, but it was nice that it was cold outside at the time, and it was playing Division.
Dude, it was.
I remember the beta.
Sublime. It was like just perfect. But I remember showing him that, and we were like sitting there talking to him, and I'm like, and I told him like, yeah, I'm really super hyped. Hopefully this game comes out like within the next year. And then he's like, it's like, I'm really hyped for Division. And then I'm like, but there's two games that I can't wait for to come out: The Division and Cyberpunk. I had no idea Cyberpunk was not going to come out for the next like 5 years.
Yeah, 5-6 years, right?
Fuck, dude. Yeah.
Basically, almost.
But I remember like in my mind, Cyberpunk's always been there for my hype, and I've always been playing the long game for it. But now to be so close to, so I'm okay. I can wait, a little bit longer. I just hope they don't. If they delay it again, though, I think people are legitimately gonna burn the fucking studio down.
I never had a game where I saw like at least 7 years ago and followed it. And the longest I ever had was probably like 2 or 3 years.
Cyberpunk is the only game that I've ever followed for this long.
It must be dreadful. Because for me, like saying like Miles Morales, and I'm waiting to play it to like next months. That's hard.
I mean, it's one of those games. It's like just elusive to me at this point. It's just like it's a mythical creature I've been trying to catch for all these years. But like I just for like my hype for it, it's just like I kind of just put it on my back burner. It's always in the back of my mind, but it's never like I'm not constantly thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think
how's your hype now?
2 years ago, I was really hyped for it. When we finally saw gameplay for it, my hype like kicked up. That's when it really came out of me. Cause like I saw the trailer and I'm like, holy shit, we finally see a trailer. But when we saw the gameplay for it, I was like, fuck, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And then at every E3, I was like, okay, we're gonna see some more like, Cyberpunk this year. But now I'm kind of like, I'm just patiently waiting. I'm kind of a little bit worried about trying not to overhype it for myself.
I'm glad you're about to say that. I'm about to type it into the tabs. Okay, keep on.
Because I'm just trying not to overhype myself for it.
I'm glad you're about to put this is another topic here.
But we're talking about trying not to get overhyped for games.
Yeah, I was gonna say take me off. Sorry.
Because like I'm trying to limit my hype for Overwatch for Cyberpunk, because I don't want to overdo it because I've waited for so long. Because I'm not expecting like a masterpiece, but I'm expecting a fun fucking game. And I think some people are gonna they're setting their skips a little bit too high for it.
That's what I was gonna talk about. I was tweeting to someone. Someone said, remember that the theory we were just talking about earlier is in asking the questions, and I said, and you told me why I answered all these questions. One of the questions said, "Is Cyberpunk overhyped?" And I said, somewhat, and that'd probably be his downfall. I think people are expecting this God game, and I know CD Projekt Red is a great dev from what I've heard. I never played the games, but I heard they're great developers.
They are. I mean, Witcher 3 is built a fucking legacy for them.
And it just, I think people's expectation, like something goes wrong, like one way or another.
I think that's why they've delayed it so much, because they're just scared of these bugs ruining their work and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I mean is completely acceptable, but I don't know. They've already they're leaving a bad taste in people's mouths just because of all the delays, and then now the crunching, in which they said they wasn't going to do. Which I feel like, I don't know if that's going to affect their score or not. Overall, I mean,
it didn't do it to The Last of Us 2. They got crunched. So, and I know crunch is terrible, but it benefits the product.
But they said they wasn't going to crunch them, and then they come out and said that they are crunching them.
Yeah. And
so I mean,
yeah, I don't see. I like Cyberpunk stuff. I'm not super hyped like everyone else, but I want to play it. And
yeah, I mean, I want to get lost in that world.
Me too.
But I think I'm kind of keeping I think I was super hyped for it like 2 years ago. Now I'm kind of like I'm just kind of coasting on it. I'm not because I think in my mind I'm trying to not over project on how great the game's going to be. I'm going to try to shoot low, not expect much, and then try to get blown away.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the recent, but I mean the weeks before it's coming out, I was finally looking at Night City stuff, and it looks interesting. It took me forever to look at it, but I'm not expecting. I don't know what I'm expecting. That's a good thing.
What I'm expecting is just a small world but dense. Just every little thing has detail, which I think that's what they've done.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean. I'm expecting what they've said from the trailers and from the Night Cities and stuff, and that's all I'm expecting. I'm not expecting anything more out of that.
Yeah.
So if they can deliver on their word of what they've said and stuff, I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna be a good game for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just pretty much, I just want to get lost in that world. That's the only thing I'm looking for. But I'm not like super hype or something.
And I feel like this game's gonna age like a fine wine. I mean, just similar. It's similar to kind of like GTA 5. When GTA 5 Online came out, it was a hot garbage for a year.
It came like a year later, right?
It came a week later. It came out a week later after the main game, and it was garbage. Did not work. And it finally started working after a year.
Okay, that's what
and then then they had Heist, which was supposed to launch with the game.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, that
came out 3 years later, which I was super hyped for, and then it wasn't even in the game for 3 years.
That's right. And I still to this day, I didn't meddle with GTA Online. I've put like at least, if estimation, probably it's like 2 hours of GTA Online.
I probably my thing. I played it. Me and my friend, we played it, but it was never how it was now. It was never as like what it is now. It was very base level, kind of, you just fuck around, and that was it, and then you never played it again.
I was thinking about this the other day. I think grown out of GTA completely. I think it's not my thing no more. Like it just
GTA 5 definitely. I'm kind of just done. I was done with that game like years ago.
It's not a bad game.
It's not a bad game. It's just like okay, like yeah, it came out on. I bought it on my 360.
Yeah.
Played it on my 360, and then I was done. I was done with it on my 360.
I bought it 3 times this year because it was free on my PC just to have it. PS4,
actually, yeah, I do. I do have it on my PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but I've only played like I played like 2 seconds of it.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
it was free. I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that game's really that fun without players, without your friends to play with.
GTA?
Yeah, I mean that's why GTA 4 was so fucking good to me. Is like I put so many hours online, just, dicking around with my friends and stuff.
I was a huge GTA fan around San Andreas. Then
oh yeah, I mean that's what got me into GTA was San Andreas.
PSP. Yeah, like I think that's what I'm missing. I'm not that kid anymore. That when open world games was like, oh my god to me.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just like. It is not a bad game. It just doesn't vibe with me no more. GTA.
But to loop back to what I was talking about earlier is like if you guys are expecting Cyberpunk to be futuristic GTA, do not expect that.
Oh no, who was expecting that?
I think that's what people are kind of hyping it up to be, and I think that people are just need to lower their fucking expectations. It's an RPG first and foremost.
Do they have like stores and stuff in the game? Marketplaces, merchants and stuff in the game?
Apparently you can't steal cars unless you're a certain class. So you probably if you're like a street kid, yeah. But if you're like probably like corporation, you probably don't steal cars.
Nomad,
you have to probably buy them or something.
Is it Nomad the car class? That's the main point. He's like a mechanic like character. He live in the country, work on cars. The Nomad.
Yeah, probably soups you up a car, but not steals you cars or something.
Yeah. See, I was thinking about that the other day because I didn't realize like the game is actually open world, but I'm so used to linear RPGs. I'm not used to this kind of way.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what's throwing me off. So like, oh, well, you can drive around like GTA, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you get around like with. I mean, you get around in a car, but it's more of a. It's not like super wide open. Which I would prefer an open world more like how Cyberpunk's about to do it, where it's a smaller, more contained world. I mean, it's still probably big in a sense, but like it's nothing like big, wide open, empty. So I mean, when I was playing Assassin's Creed Origin, the game's just empty, and there's this they had to riddle it with useless side quests just to fill it up, to give you to do something. It seems like the game, and here I am hyping it up, but it seems like Cyberpunk. If I could speculate on it in just a second,
taking those lessons.
Every side quest has a meaning to it because it's a small world, so they don't have to litter it with this shitty
mess just to have it there. Yeah,
just to have it. Yeah, just to fill in a spot. Everything probably connects in a certain way and stuff.
And you can fill that with open world games too. Like this is just a stupid side quest.
Right.
Ghost of Tsushima has that problem in my opinion. And like
go here, do this, go here,
yeah, typical RPG open world stuff, But I see what you're coming from. Like, they're side quests, but they have a meaning to it. They have dense
or like Spider-Man PS4, like those side quests. Oh, I fucking hate those.
Yeah, I was just gonna like try to remember. I couldn't remember at the top of my head, but was it like that too with Spider-Man PS4? It was like
some of those like trials were just fucking annoying. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's typical open world mess. GTA 5.
I think a lot of open worlds are plagued with like useless side quests.
Yeah, and Odyssey was the worst of it, from what I heard. The Greek
Odyssey,
Roman,
they said it was too big. Which I
too
mean,
big and messy.
Origins was like way too big. I'm not even gonna try to go to half of these places. Yeah. This is too much because there's nothing rewarding about it. It was just big open areas. And it was just like when you got to certain places, it was just like generic. There was nothing special really about it. There was certain key locations that were actually like really cool, but other than that, I'm like, yeah.
What was I about to say? Are you Assassin's Creed fan? where it's like play them here and there.
I used to be a Assassin's Creed fan, but I've kind of drifted away. I wanted to play Origin, but first I should say I played Origin when I got it on sale, and I wanted to play it because I like the Egyptian like themes to it and stuff. I thought
that's the only reason I want to play it.
Yeah, like too. Egyptian gods and stuff, which you kind of do. I haven't finished it yet, but I mean, yeah, that's what made me want to play it. But I haven't really played a Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed 3.
I played,
but I heard Black Flag was good. But
which one? Like, yeah, I heard that. I didn't play that one, but I heard that one was actually good. I remember playing 1 back in the day before Assassin's Creed became like how we saw it today. I played this like this is stupid. Then I played 2, fell in love with 2. That's when the time I liked it. Then I didn't play 3. Yes, I did. I played 3. I only played 2, but I didn't play the rest of Ezio's story. Like,
I think 3 is the only one I've played from start to finish. But I got
that's the last one I've been like, oh my god,
really into 3. Got really into it.
Yeah.
I watched my friend play 2, and he was like really into it.
2 was awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Origin is like the second one I've ever bought, and I haven't finished it yet. But it's so vastly different than like I don't like, and I guess like that game when you have so many games, it has to evolve in so many ways. So they've kind of like changed up the narrative to this open world hack and slashy type deal.
And that's about it.
Unity. I also had Unity.
That's about to say. Charlotte let me borrow that in AI, and I paid like at least 4 hours. Like, this is stupid. It was buggy, and I gave it back to him. And that was the last time I played Assassin's Creed. I
played Unity like 3 years after it came out, when they had all the bugs fixed. And then me and my friend played it. It was fun. I mean, like when you got the multiplayer to work and stuff, that was fun to go in. And it's like, but I think Unity was like one of the last like stealthy versions.
Yeah, that was its kind. The original Assassin's Creed before it went through how it is
which
now.
I mean, that's why the whole reason I like Assassin's Creed was like it's just stealth.
See, that's
but when they started adding like hack and slash and shit, I'm like, this is not Assassin's Creed. This is like generic anything. Any other, you could slap a title on any other name and it would be that game. But if you took Assassin's Creed 2 or 3 or something and you slapped on like Gears of War on that shit or something, just to make a comparison, you would be like, no, this is Assassin's Creed. But now I'd be like, if I played Odyssey, it'd be like, yeah, this could be any fucking, third person open world RPG.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because I remember like what you're saying. I was hyped for Origins. I didn't even know I didn't play it at all. I don't have an interest now, but it's Egyptian. This is gonna be the very first like assassin, because back in time, like you can see like these ancient creatures and stuff. That's how I was excited.
Which Odyssey is actually before.
That's what threw me off. Like, why they do that? Like, well, it's history, I guess, but it's like
they play fast and loose with those timelines.
Yeah, and like I seen Origins, and I just kind of never got to it, and I just let it go. Then I see Odyssey, and then I see the new one, Valhalla. Like, this isn't Assassin's Creed anymore. Where the hoods?
When I saw Valhalla, I was like, when I first heard of them doing Valhalla, I'm like, how Vikings were definitely not assassins. They were like,
that's not their archetype. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, these are like, this is like a war game. These is not like. Like if that was a Viking, I'm definitely not gonna be trying to be stealthy.
And Valhalla is actually a good game, from what reviews say.
Yeah, I've heard great review, but is it Assassin's Creed game?
I'm not.
That's the real question. Sure. Like, is it like? Does it feel like an Assassin's game?
You feel like
they've had a. I've seen like they scaled back on a lot of stuff that they put in Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like they made a lot of just to kind of wind it back from how it used to be. Because they've kind of drifted so far away from that original title, Assassin's Creed, rather into like just a generic war game.
That's what I was saying. Like I was looking at a gameplay of like Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed. Like, this is just Ubisoft's yearly open world mess.
Yeah,
I'm not done. I'm done with them in terms of this like open world games. I think that's my problem with the open world games, because of them, Ubisoft. Like, because it's
well, like, I don't know. They make. I don't want to say generic, but it's kind of generic-y.
Yeah, it's like that. It's the Call of Duty of the
yearly release. Yeah. There's not a lot of thought. There's not a lot of original idea or thought put into it.
Yeah,
it's kind of cookie cutter in a sense.
Yeah, and I heard Watch Dogs was decent too. It's just like, are we gonna get these?
But is it gonna blow me away?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a easy 7 or easy 6.
You're correct. That's the perfect way to say it. It's an easy.
Yeah,
6
it's not gonna be a fucking 9, which I guess they're not really trying to be a 9, and maybe it's like something in their marketing or something. Like it's like
they make money. That's what it is.
They're hitting like a wide audience. They're not trying to hit a mark.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was saying. Like who's playing these?
Which I guess I guess it's okay though, because not every game has to be a God of War or a Last of Us 2 or something like that.
It doesn't have to be. Yeah, that's true. But it's just like
but just make sure the game is fun.
Yeah, they get into open world money. Someone's buying them. I'm not like for me, open world. And so I can not use this, but last gen games. It's open world.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, we're in the first day of next gen or current.
So yeah,
gen.
Current gen.
It's okay. Once we kind of get that year gap going, then we can. Then it'll probably start kind of wearing on us. I still can't. I'm trying to wrap my head around like PS3 and Xbox 360 is 2 gens old.
Yeah.
Jesus.
2 gens old. I remember when I first got those systems. But look at this. PS2 was way back. Original Xbox. Way back.
Yeah, that was like
retro.
I got that for Christmas.
Yeah, they're retros.
I remember I had it was Jet Set Radio on one side of the copy, and it was I think it was Sega Racing on the other side of the game copy. And those are my 2 first games that I had for like 6 years.
God, that's it, really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, well, I didn't know. Never even asked my parents for a console or anything. They just gave it to me for Christmas. I mean, I guess they saw me like I would always go down and play on my brother's 64. We would play like GoldenEye, Star Wars Racing, Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
We'd always play those. But I guess they saw me playing that all the time and they just bought me an Xbox.
It's crazy. Like when you get your PS4, your PS5, oh my God.
Yeah. Let's talk about that for the last bit of the podcast. So you have yours.
Yeah.
How does it? I mean, run us through, man. How does it feel? What's give me the rundown on this bad boy? Can you show us? Can you show the camera? Can you unplug it? Come on, grab it. Come on,
I don't want to mess it up. What?
Can you move your camera around?
I mean, it can, but I don't want to make all that mess. Let me see. Yeah, you can't see it.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Yeah, we can see it. That thing massive, dude.
It's like a binder.
Holy shit! Yeah, it does kind of look like a trapezoid.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm good. It's quiet. It's in rest mode right now. It's on rest mode. It's quiet. My Windows.
That's not the console. That's someone.
That's on PS4.
Yeah, I was like.
No, it's quiet. It's sleek.
Did you get the headphones? Did you get the 3D?
No. He knows I changed my beats to white.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't think those are the headphones, but
that's my critique for that too, by the way. But I'm gonna say it for later. I'm gonna do the pros first. It's sleek.
Yeah. Okay. So hit us with some pros. So run us down how you like it so far. What's
it's like a largely improved PS4. Sleek design UI is still getting used to the UI. Like, 'cause I'm so used to doing the layout and button stuff for PS4, so it's still in my brain. Literally yesterday.
I kind of wish they would left the circle on the UIs. Like they have like this roundish square. I kind of wish they just did a hard square. But that's
so the overall critique, the console itself, like the look of it, I'm still iffy. Because when I open it, this thing is large and it's kind of leaning more to the ugly side than the good side. I gotta get used to it. It's too big, but I get it.
Yeah, when I saw your Twitter and saw you like holding onto it, I was like dying laughing, dude. It's so big. It's like it was big as your fucking torso.
I get it, but it's kind of leaning more to the ugly side. But it looks futuristic, which I like. Like those are concept arts. But so the UI, back to the UI, it's sleek, it's fast, you can feel the difference coming from PS4. And I'm using base PS4 too to PS5. The downloads are super fast. It don't take like 1,000 hours. That was a big problem with PS4 users for downloads. Bus next download and Astro download probably is like 5 minutes tops. And I got bad internet right now too, so that tells you something. The control is already not, and it's not coming from hype. Already better than DualShock 4. The playing Astro, the DualShock, the DualSense. I said DualShock. The DualSense is like awesome. I'm not even exaggerating.
See, I can't wait to get my hands on the DualSense.
Yeah, you gotta,
because I want to compare. I want to see what's better. Because right now, the Xbox Elite controller is the best controller I ever had in my fucking hands. Mm-hmm. So I want to see how that thing holds up against this controller.
And like I was telling you order before the start of the podcast, it feels like a cousin of DualShock 4. There's some blood in it, but it's different. But it's familiar in it sometimes too. Like,
how does the design feel? Like, how's it? Because it has an Xbox design, but a PS4.
But it doesn't feel nothing like Xbox at all.
Joy-Con.
It feels like you feel the similarities of DualShock 4, but it feels nothing like those two. It's like, it doesn't feel nothing like an Xbox at all. It's its own thing.
So it feels like it's this entirely new thing.
Yeah, but you can get the sense of a DualShock 4 in it, and it feels great. And like, I love the new buttons. It's clear now, and the D-pad's already my favorite. I can't wait to play a platform with this D-pad. And it's less, the DualShock 4 was loud. This one's kind of slightly lower. The triggers, and you can feel the rump. Playing Astro is a test demo, but it's still a full game.
Yeah, run us through the haptic feedback, because that's the big selling point overall, and pretty much the whole console is like, people cannot stop talking about this controller and the haptic feedback. So run us through.
It's true. All of that is true. So, I would say that from the get-go. It's like so the character, the Astro robot character play as, when you like walking in the water, you can feel the puddles in your hand. You can like feel like,
see, that's insane to me.
Yeah,
that's insane. Like, how are you feeling puddles?
And the moment, so there's a point in the game where it starts raining, you can feel like the raindrops in your hand because you got an umbrella on. Yeah, you can feel like slippery.
Is it just in the controllers, or is the entire controller?
It's the controller.
Really? That's
and
cool.
like. And when the character transformed to the spring character, you can feel a spring. And I was like, my brain was like mentally, don't break this spring, because when you push too hard, it did that to me. Like, it felt like a spring in your controller, and it felt tight. Busnex does that when you take a picture, like a shutter. You can feel like the tightness. Yeah, I just felt it like 2 hours ago, and like, I wish people would use this, like. Imagine playing, oh my god, Battlefield 7 or whatever with this.
And you can feel like the tension of
oh my god, yes.
Of the tension of an actual control.
That. Mm-hmm. That is true. And like, later today, like, I want to play a shooter with this really badly.
I think some games work. I think some games do work with it. Like, I want to say Cold War has some haptic feedback.
What about Battlefield 1? That's currently free for PlayStation users right now.
Yeah, but that's an old game. I mean, it has to be newer. It's definitely going to have to
tweak
be new.
to it. Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, because this controller seems to be making a lot of waves. So, I mean, that might be implicated. I mean, I know I've been shitting on it a lot lately about, it's cool, but it's like, it's gimmicky. But
I'm glad you pulled it up. It's not really a gimmick. It's like in between. It's like immersion. It's pitting you inside more into the game.
And I mean, that's why I'm so impressed with it, is because that is like really good immersion. If you can actually feel, you know, like you're in the game. It's a pushing you forward. And maybe Xbox will come out with something similar with haptic feedback. And then if that happens, if they can get that going, then we're kind of getting the ballpark here of every game. Because that'd be great to see that utilized in every single game. Yeah,
because it's like, I get why people say it's a gimmick, but at the same time, it's not. Because it's like, you're pitting, that's for a gimmick, it depends on.
It's a gimmick in a sense that, like, not everyone, there's no third party controllers doing that. But hopefully,
Not a guarantee everyone's
what is
gonna
it? What
do
is it? Asteroid or Asteroid?
Astro Playroom?
Or no, the third party seller for like controllers or like Scuff.
That he's talking about. Yeah.
If those companies started like implicating the haptic feedbacks, and do third party stuff like that, where you could probably buy a controller that has haptic feedbacks on Xbox, then game developers could do that. They could start
it's insane
implicating.
I'm actually holding this now. Not to cut you off.
What'd you say?
Like, it's insane I'm actually touching this controller. It's you gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah. That's what people keep saying is like you have to, because it's one thing to explain that you feel raindrops in your hand. It's a whole nother thing to feel raindrops in your hand.
Yeah. And like I was like, you can't explain it. You're right. You have to like touch it. And now I get it. And you think, how
does like the gripping and stuff feel?
Great. I think you'll like this.
I know they have a new texture. I knew like they have the little X triangles, squares, and O's.
Secret symbols. Yeah,
the secret symbols, like kind of like. Yeah. And I know it's like a rubber. It's like rubber texture now. Or is it rubber or is it plastic? What is it?
Like a hard plastic.
Like a hard plastic.
Yeah.
Because from the pictures, it looks like it's I don't know. It looks like rubber.
No, it's not rubber at all on this controller. Only these things. And they feel great, the analogs. It's like in a very improved DualShock 4, but it's its own thing. It's some DualShock DNA in it.
Yeah.
Because like how it's laid out and all of that.
It's kind of like the grandson of the DualShock 4.
Yeah. It's related, but not that related. It's mixed with something in it. And that mix, we don't know what it is. Because it's definitely not Xbox.
So it feels new.
It's unique as its own self.
It's overall... This is a next-gen console.
Yeah, when people say this is next-gen controller, that's true. It's his
because
own thing.
That's what seems like what the Sony's whole thing was with this design was like they wanted to make it feel next-gen. That's why they went with such a radical, other than ventilation, they went with a radical futuristic design. They made it white. They changed up the controller. They didn't just update it. They changed it.
Yeah, and this is nothing against Microsoft, but there's nothing wrong with change. Nothing. Don't. What is it? The saying? Don't fix what's not broken. That's the case with Xbox controller. Yeah. But I guess people want something new, and I understand both sides.
Well, I guess look at the naming convention of it. It's the PS5.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's futuristic. That's so far in the future. From like how we went from PS2 era to now we're in the PS5 era.
See, at the time we was kids with the PS2, Googling, like that was the future stuff we were looking at, like those fake concept arts, and that's true.
Right,
we're that far in the future. Can you make those? Yeah, that's
cue the dreamscape.
Yeah, dreamscape. It's just.
You know what I just realized? Xbox has went in the reverse of what Sony has gone to. So Xbox went from radical to sleek,
streamline, yeah,
and then PlayStation just went from sleek to radical.
This is the most radical.
If you remember, the first Xbox had was a big flat box that had a green circle, and it was a big X on it.
Yeah, it was an Xbox. It makes sense.
Xbox, yeah. and then we had the 360, which is like a white tower. It was like a little bit less radical. Yeah. And then we had the Xbox One, which is just a VCR, and now we have the Xbox Series X.
It's literally rectangle.
It's just a rectangle brick.
And that thing's boring looking at.
But you know what, though? It's just going to go next to your TV anyway. It's not going to stick out, and it blends in, which I think it's the whole point. It's not really supposed to... the thing is, like...
That's the least thing you should worry about.
Furniture, any media furniture is black. No, it's a sleek black. Like minimalize it. Whenever I got my PS5 and I put that thing next to my TV, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Where's your PS5 at? You got it under case too, right? That's what
I have it under a case, but I think I'm gonna leave my PS5 vertical because it looks, or not vertical, because horizontally that thing looks ugly as fuck.
Likely. It's see, that's what I was saying. I think the digital version looks better than the physical version because that bulky.
It does because it doesn't have that
minute.
hunking. It doesn't have that ass sticking out.
it
does like that perfect V shape. But even the digital version still looks like a internet router.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's the bulkiness throwing me off. And this thing, not I'm exaggerating. This thing is large.
Dude, it looks fucking massive. I mean, what size TV do you have?
43-inch.
The one that's sitting sitting next to?
Yeah, it's a 43-inch. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing standing up is almost as big as the 43-inch TV.
Let me see the perspective. Oh.
Or what TV is sitting next to it? Is that the same TV?
Hmm?
That when you turn your camera over, there's a TV next to it. Yeah.
No, that's a dresser.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a dresser.
Yeah. Show me again.
See, that's my TV right there.
Yeah, you have two TV. Oh no, that's your monitor.
Oh yeah, that's my monitor.
Okay, I was thinking there was a TV sitting there. No, it's your second monitor.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
is it like is it invasive though to your like setup? Is it like this is kind of like
it's radical?
Is it like kind of like annoyingly big?
I gotta get used to it.
You know what's gonna be really funny? Because I'm gonna have
I had to move my Switch.
Yeah, where I'm gonna put my PS5 is where my Switch stands, and I'm just gonna put my PS5 behind it, and that thing's probably gonna tower over my Switch.
Yeah, I was trying to picture how it's gonna be in your house too. Now I was trying to wonder where are you gonna put yours at? And where your Switch is at makes sense.
Yeah, that's the only place I think I can put it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those consoles that's kind of meant to look like this, like stand vertical. They give you an option, but
look how ugly it looks laying down. I'm like, I don't even know why they gave you. I mean, they have to give you that option, but like, holy shit, it does not look well. Did you have any trouble putting up the base on it or anything?
Not at all. It's super simple. It took me at least 5 minutes to set up.
I know this was like this is like when people are kind of like, some from the reviewers, they were saying that like the panels felt like they were going to snap off. Did it feel like that was going to snap off at all or anything? No? I
didn't know people had a problem with that. You talking about the side panel things?
Yeah, because they say they felt like they could snap off very easily, which, I mean, do you think we're going to get like third-party paneling? Yeah,
we are. I think that's the point. It's made like this way. Not only that, but the cooling system. And when I was playing, I forgot it was on. Because how quiet it is.
Really?
Yeah.
It has I like the light design on it because it lights up that V.
What I've noticed, I was thinking it lights up blue. It's white.
The lights are white?
Yeah.
I thought
it turns blue when it turns it on. It's like the PS4.
Oh,
when you play the PS4, you don't have a Okay, that's right. You have a slim PS4.
Yeah.
You didn't have so the PS4 when you turn it on, it turns blue, then it turns white.
Oh, okay.
So it's like this here too. I wish it was blue when it was playing.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't think of that.
I thought it was blue, so it's just white.
It's a startup. Yeah, when you start it up, it turns blue, then it turns white. So now it's orange, like standby mode on PS4. The PS4 line, it turns orange when you standby mode, rest mode.
I'm kind of bummed out. Yeah. I really wish it would just stay blue. I mean, that would contrast very nicely for white. I don't know. That doesn't seems weird.
And my cons, I guess my cons would be like I don't hate the design, but something's off. So I guess it's a con.
Well, like I was saying, it sticks out. Like it's not it's not sleek. It doesn't just fit into any place.
Yeah.
The thing is bulking. First off, it's huge. Second off, it's white. Like if it was like big and like just like a gray or black or something, I don't think it'd be so it wouldn't stick out as much.
I don't think it matters. I think just something is off.
It also has a weird design to it. It's not.
I can't wait for you to get in person with it. You're gonna notice.
It doesn't have like an I guess I should say it doesn't have an uniform design. It has an organic design to it.
It's an alien design.
Yeah, it's bending and.
My other con was a really pet peeve with literally not just Sony but literally anyone. It's Bluetooth support. it has Bluetooth support, but it doesn't connect third-party support. So annoying. I hate that.
What do you mean?
For passion. So like, it has Bluetooth for like your controller and headphones, but only Sony PlayStation headphones.
So like you can't connect your Beats to it.
No, I gotta put a freaking cord inside the controller like a PS4, which I hate doing that because it's like, well, I'm still using cords for headphones.
Right.
I gotta use it knows my Beats are on it. My PS4, it says it. Like
Beats, so it's just gating. It's like gatekeeping your Beats.
Yeah, because I want to play like this. I don't want to have a freaking cord.
Well, they want you to buy. I mean, that's just,
I hate when companies do that. That's annoying. That's probably my biggest pet peeve right now, which I never thought I'd have a pet peeve or something like that before. But it's like, like Nintendo's like they don't even have Bluetooth.
I mean, I guess we consider ourselves lucky.
What do Xbox do?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I've never seen anyone complain.
Pretty sure they allow you to do it. That makes more sense.
I mean, Xbox is. I wouldn't say Android, would it? Is it Android?
I mean, same with Apple. Apple allows you to do it. Sony won't do it. It's annoying. They need to patch that or something. It's anti-consumer to me. It's more like just to buy my product instead of their product.
Right.
That's basically what it is.
Gatekeeping other products out.
And I don't want to buy an adapter and put on this freaking thing because likely.
I was about to say, I think you can buy adapters, right, to get it to work.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to do all of that. Just allow me to use my device how I want to. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's
really got these.
And enough people voice their opinion, they would maybe update it or something.
Probably.
Oh, what about I want to talk to you about the memory before we wrap up at the end.
Yeah.
A lot of people complained about, like, for the Xbox Series X, I think it only had like 600 gigs. And then how much does a PlayStation have?
It's on a box. I didn't bother looking at.
Yeah, but like it's not like how.
It's never accurate. I hate that too.
Because like my Slim is a terabyte, which I feel like that's a good. Every console now that's coming out should start at a terabyte.
Oh, 825 gigs.
Okay, but still, we should still have one. It should be a standard terabyte of memory.
So like,
I'm assuming the digital is gonna have less memory because they've had to cut corners. They had to cut corners in the disc and the memory. They've had to.
For the PS5, it's the same.
The digital PS5.
The only difference between digital and physical is just no disk drive. It's the same specs and everything.
$100 for a disk drive.
Yeah. Plus it's Blu-ray, remember, 4K. I guess that's the reason. But like, I remember, like, Xbox has that little storage thing, that memory card stick.
The fast.
And it's a terabyte, right?
I think so, yeah. But it's got to be a terabyte at like $230.
It loses 80 gigs, so it's actually at 800. It's actually like 920 gigabytes when you get it and install it, which is stupid too. Someone made a great point. Why not make it higher? Then make it go to its selling point.
Right.
Why don't do that?
I guess that would be more money.
That's 20 gigs I lost. That could be anything I want. You actually take me paying for it. I mean, that's 20 gigs, but it's 20 gigs I want.
Right. I mean, like that's like
right?
You're not selling me a terabyte. You're selling me 980 gigs.
Yeah, and like these and Microsoft and Sony should know better. Like a terabyte, really, for this generation? Let's give like a terabyte and a half or something.
Right, or 2 terabytes. Because games are only shit just getting bigger. I mean,
and remember, we just started this generation.
Right. So I think if I had to guess, I feel like memory is going to be a big issue this generation. From what I'm seeing.
It's already
what
an
I've
issue
seen
to
early.
people.
Well, yeah, we've seen the remnants of it at the end of this generation. But I think with these next gen consoles not having at least a terabyte to start with, I think we're going to see some real fucking issues. Which I mean, I guess I'm glad it has my consoles have like cloud saving and all that, but
yeah. But like that's why people know the Xbox Series S is a digital Xbox Series console, and it's already you get what you pay for, but it's not something you should buy as a hardcore gamer, because this has less memory and it is. I don't know what console. I guess it's a Game Pass machine, but I can see developers not caring about the S a lot. More about X.
You think it's gonna lose support?
Yeah, the S is really strange. I kind of get it because it's more of a Game Pass machine, but it's something.
I mean, it's a way into next gen, a cheaper version in.
Yeah, I don't get its purpose. Is it going to replace the One X?
What's that?
Like, what is it replacing? The One X?
Yeah, it's just I guess helping people cross over faster. Just like get cheaper. I mean, like the same thing with the PS4 digital or PS5 digital. It's just trying to get people into that ecosystem of next gen.
Yeah. And it's like I can see people, Xbox Series users, upgrading from an S to an X pretty quickly. I give it like 3 years, 2-3 years.
I mean, when you put the right price point, I mean, yeah, it's like you go to the store. It's just like how like the PS5 digital and like the PS4 Pro, they're literally the same price, but one is stronger at the same price. So which one are you going to get? Obviously, the better, more powerful one.
Well, that's the thing, though.
Same price.
I think that the S, and here's weird, I think the S is kind of holding consoles back.
You think so?
Because it's like, because it doesn't play, it has 4K, but it's really weak compared to X and PS5.
Then, there might be some issues. They might just have like some issues. Either I don't know if it's going to hold back games, but it's probably going to have some performance issues then, if that's the case.
Getting off topic, but I hope they don't do like a mid-gen upgrades.
They would.
I think that's people's problem with these consoles today.
Well, it's
some people can't see the difference.
It's after they're definitely gonna do a slim version, or they're gonna do some type of
I don't want a Pro.
It's just every 2 years there's gonna be like some technology update where they're gonna fix all like the bugs. I wonder what kind of bugs we're gonna see this generation. I think memory is gonna be a problem, but I wonder what what's it gonna be, like the red ring of death? What is the
and
the yellow light?
Yeah, we haven't really encountered one at all with no one. The stuff you see today is fake. You see the smoke stuff the other
smoking
day?
stuff. Yeah, I saw that. People were blowing their vape smoke into the bottom of the Xbox, and then it was venting up out of it.
You see this every generation. Someone trying to make this big deal. Like, guys,
it worked there for a minute. I mean, like that first few days, it got everyone's attention.
So corny. That's the problem. And I think that's the real critique people have these dual consoles we have now, the PS5 and Xbox Series X. It was the pros and Xbox One X fault for coming out, because some people see I'm coming from base PS4 to PS5. This is a full-fledged.
Yeah, how does that feel? By the way,
sleek.
Because I've only had my PS4 Slim for like 3 years now.
And that's what I like about it. And then same for the Xbox One X Series. I'm not used to it. Series X.
Series X. I don't even say Xbox anymore. Just say Series X.
You don't feel that because everything's so digital based, cloud based, or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's more convenience to the consumer that you don't feel like you left your thing behind. It's still there. Because when I go to my PS5 game thing, all my PS4 games are up there. I just gotta re-download them. Right. Physical and digital. This all still there.
It doesn't feel like you're making a clean state. You're just you just got it on a. It's kind of like you moved houses, but all your stuff is already set up in the next house.
That's a perfect analogy of it. Yeah, you get old stuff into your new house.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it feels like. Because you're still coming back home to the same shit, but just in a new coat of paint or whatever.
Because that's what the people say. Like, what you gonna do with your PS4? Nothing. I have nothing. It has no use no more. Till something bad happens, but it's just there. My PS4 runs better.
Right. I mean, like, what do you need it for anymore?
Yeah, well, I need it more and more. That's what I like about these consoles more. It's more prevalent on Xbox side because they have the lots more backwards compatibility use, but it's still there for PS5 as well. Like, all that stuff. But as recording this, I should get my freaking Demon Souls and Spider-Man game. They better come tomorrow.
Right.
They better come because I paid for it. I was expecting to play it today. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I still can't believe you got a disc and just didn't download it like an average consumer this generation. I don't want to drag this podcast on too long, but I feel like digital games are definitely going to be the way to go this generation, especially with like these all digital consoles coming out. But that could be that should be a good topic for next week. But
yeah,
I think we should end. I think it's a good place to end it here, right?
It's an hour because something happened.
Right.
Cut it.
Yeah. I had to take a big doo doo. You had to cut it. I guess you could leave it in if you wanted to give some context.
It can be like
big gap.
An hour, probably an hour, 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't bad. So,
end it, guys. Yeah, I got it. Guys, thank you so much for coming down to the Drunken Ship Podcast. We do appreciate it. Me and Tate was manning this ship this week, but we'll be back with the rest of our crew next week. Different island. If you guys want to follow us, give us a follow on YouTube, or we actually have a Discord now too. You also follow us on Spotify and Apple if you are audio listeners.
The links are in below the description.
Yeah, the links are all down on the bottom. Guys, we do appreciate you guys coming down, man, and hopefully see you guys next week. If you guys have any questions for the show or anything, just drop them down in the comments or ask them in the Discord, and then we'll get back to you on next week. So, guys, thank you so much. See you guys later.